Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiara if you are new here, and today I'm going to be telling you all about how to be successful in your online classes. But before we carry on, make sure you thumbs up this video, subscribe if you haven't already, follow my social media which will be on the screen, and listen down below. But let's just get into the video. So everybody knows what is going on in the world right now. There is a lot of changes everywhere. Every corner you turn, there is a change, and we're all struggling in our own way. But I know those of us in school, whether you're in elementary school, middle school, high school, college, whatever type of schooling you're in, you are most likely having to do school online, at least some of us. And that can be a challenge, especially if you have never done an online course ever in your life. Whereas for me, I have done a handful of online college courses, which I usually prefer because it's just easier that way. So I figured that I would share my tips with you guys, since I know a lot of you are starting new, you don't know where to start, you don't know how you were going to juggle doing these classes online, at home, and everything like that. So don't worry, I got you. I have about 5 good tips for you guys, so let's just get right into them. My first tip is to create a dedicated workspace, whether that be at your kitchen table, at a desk if you have one, at your kitchen island, in a spare bedroom that you have. Whatever it is, try to create a separate workspace. Do not work in your bed. Like, I'm telling you, do not do it, because you will not be very what's the word, you won't be very productive. Now at first you might think you will be, but eventually you'll just be like, okay, I'm just gonna lay down and take a break, and then you'll end up taking a break for 6 hours. So if you have the means, I really recommend buying a desk, but I know desks can be expensive, so definitely check out Walmart or Target if you want to buy a brand new desk. But if you don't have that much money, you don't want to spend that much money, then definitely check out the thrift store. They always have desks at the thrift store. Whatever kind you want, just go and get one. But I highly recommend getting a desk. As you can see, I have a desk in the background. It has no chair because I need to go buy a new chair so that I will sit at my desk longer if I have a nicer chair. But yes, those are what I truly recommend. It will really help you so much if you have a workspace where it's literally just dedicated to work and not like your bed or like your couch or whatever. Couches do work, it just depends. My next tip is to set a schedule for yourself, kind of time blocking. Now everybody's schedule is different, everybody has different things to do throughout the day, so do whatever works for you. But an example is, you know, you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, you get dressed, you eat breakfast, and then from 9 to 11 o'clock you're doing schoolwork, and then you take a break, and then from 2 to 4 you're doing schoolwork. So I really recommend spacing out time, because it's not really good for people to just sit at a desk and work for 6 hours, because you're not going to get anything done, and you're probably just going to sit there and space out for like 3 hours. So I really recommend taking breaks and having a structure and kind of get started on a routine, because routines are very helpful, especially when you are at home all day and you feel like you've been at home for 10 years when it's really been 8 months. Another tip that I have is to get a planner or a calendar. I know a couple months ago everybody was joking about, oh, why did I waste money on a 2020 planner? Well, if you did throw out your 2020 planner, I really advise you to go and buy another one because they're still very needed. I still have my planner because, I mean, I still had school and I still had work even when the pandemic started. So I highly recommend you get a planner or Google Calendar, whatever one you prefer, and make sure that you write all your assignments down. Make sure you know what's on the syllabus, make sure you know when the due dates are, when your tests are, when your quizzes are. Just make sure you know, because all the days tend to mush together, especially since we are at home majority of the time. So literally I don't even know what day it is half the time. Like, I wake up in the morning and I don't even know, like, I literally have to check my phone to see what day it is. So I really recommend, if you don't like paper planners, use Google Calendar. It is free, and just write everything down. Make sure you know your due dates. Also, Google Calendar is really good with time blocking, because you can put like sections of time throughout the day as like an event or something. I don't use Google Calendar that much, so sorry if I'm wrong, but I know for sure that you can use it for time blocking if you really want to do that. So you can go on there and, you know, put study for history and put it for like an hour or whatever, and then it'll ding you or whatever, notify you saying like when your hour is up or when it's time to go study for history. It can be very, very helpful. Another tip that I have is to know your professor. I know this can be really hard, especially with being online, because usually you can walk into the classroom, introduce yourself, or stay after class and introduce yourself, whatever it is. But with online, there's no classroom to walk into, and it's harder to introduce yourself on Zoom when there's 35 other kids looking at you on Zoom too. So I know that can be kind of awkward, but make sure that you read the syllabus, like I said, and know your professor's email and their what's it called, office hours. Now I don't know about other schools, but for me, my professors still have office hours, but it's through Zoom. So there's like a certain time of the day, certain day of the week where they will sit on Zoom in case anybody wants to come in, have a discussion, need help, whatever it is. So I highly recommend you know when that is. Maybe introduce yourself to your professor, send them a quick email, tell them about yourself, or whatever it might be, and make sure you just know their expectations, know if they accept late work, know if they accept extra credit, whatever it might be. Just make sure that you know what's going on, because it sucks when it's the end of the semester and you're really hoping for that A, but you have like an 87 or something, and you're just really trying to figure out if you can get that A. It really helps if you know who your professor is, how they feel, if they're super strict or if they're super nice, and if they will bump your 87 to a 90. And my last tip for you guys is to ask for help. I know everybody is just going through stuff right now. Everybody's mental stability is on a different level, and it's just really hard all around, no matter what you're dealing with right now. So it's really important that you ask for help, whether you personally contact your professor asking for help, or you contact your school's counselor, or anybody it might be who is in your life who can help you, whether that be for school or for your mental health. It's really important to take care of yourself during this time. And I know it can be very stressful. Like, trust me, I am stressed out, like up to here. Like, you can't even see how much I'm stressed out because it goes out of the camera. But just like ask for help, talk to your friends, talk to your family, and just make sure that, you know, somebody is there for you at least. But when it comes to schoolwork, if you do need help, I highly recommend checking out YouTube, or check out your university's like learning centers. I know it can be a little hard right now because you're not actually on campus, but I'm sure a lot of them are having some type of online thing where if you do need help, you could probably hold a Zoom or something like that. But yeah, so those are all the tips that I have for you guys. I really hope some of them were helpful for you guys, and that you got some clarity and it helped you maybe be a little less stressed out. If you have any tips about online classes, make sure to leave them down below, and we can all help each other out in some way or the other. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. It'll really mean the world to me. I'm so close to getting to 5,000 subscribers. That is my goal, to get it by the end of 2020. And if one good thing comes out of 2020, I really hope it's that I get 5,000 subscribers. But yeah, so make sure to subscribe, follow my social media, which I will have on the screen and also listed down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.